I'm Lieutenant Ugulev, Yakov Davidovich Ugulev. I am commander of the headquarters detachment of the 75th Guards Rifle Division, 241st Regiment, 1st Battalion, of the Red Army of Workers and Peasants. Okay, now it's slightly different word order in Russian. Рабочие, Крестьянская, Красная Армия. Okay, Workers, Peasants, Red Army. All right, and we represent a unit that was originally we're called the 95th Rifles. We were at Stalingrad. We were destroyed at Stalingrad, essentially. The few survivors received the Stalingrad Campaign Medal. And then our division was rebuilt and renamed the 75th Guards. We got the title Guards as an honorific title because we had fought so bravely at Stalingrad. And from there we were sent on to the Battle of Kursk, a great tank battle, and fought out the rest of the war, then on into Germany. And as far as I know, of course, it's still 1944 for us, and I'm still alive, even as we speak. The Germans haven't gotten me yet. At the top there, you'll see the Mosin Nagant rifle. It's an old weapon. It's what the Russians fought World War I with. Okay, actually it dates back to the late 1800s. It's a 5-shot bolt-action rifle. Actually, in that regard, it's similar to what most of the armies were using in World War II. They still had bolt-action rifles. Okay, that long thing is a PTRD. It's an anti-tank rifle. Okay, it doesn't fire a shell as such. It just fires a bullet, but fires it hard enough to penetrate the armor of half-tracks and maybe light tanks. And of course, the bullet then rattles around inside, wreaking death and destruction as it does. Below that, you have what's called the PPS-43. That's a light submachine gun that was manufactured in Leningrad during the siege, as a matter of fact. Just below that, you have what is the iconic weapon of the Soviet Army, the PPSH 41. You call it, you Americans say PPSH, but of course the correct terminology is PPSH 41. That stands for Podpoymat Shpagin Sorokadin. Pulymat is a machine gun, Pod means sub, Shpagin is the inventor of the gun, Sorok Adin 41, came out in 1941. Okay. There's a flare gun. The little pistol there is the Nagant pistol. It's it was the main sidearm for officers, political officers, and other soldiers who didn't carry a rifle. For example, if they were in part of a mortar crew, they might be armed with pistols. Now, I understand you American cowboys have 6-shooters, yes? Well, Nagant pistol is 7 shooters. Everything better in Russia, understand? Okay. I think that's all the weapons we got on display there. There's another PPSH over there. I don't see any more on display right now. Our particular unit, if you would look up 95th Rifles, I'm trying to remember if it's .org or .com, I can't remember now. But if you look up 95th Rifles, RKKA, okay, that's for Red Army Workers and Peasants, you'll probably be able to find out something about us. And we are currently recruiting a few good men. We're looking, and women, by the way. The Red Army drafted over 800,000 women in World War II. Did you realize that?
Yeah, I just saw one go by. I was going to follow her, but she disappeared in the woods. I'll go look.
And that does not count all the women who volunteered out of, their sense of patriotic duty. They were pilots. They were Air Force ground crews. They fought as tank crews, or tank crews. So they're well known as snipers for anybody that's seen the movie Enemy at the Gates. Okay,
and what was his name?
Okay, it's the word for rabbit. Okay, I'm drawing a blank now. This is what, see, in Russia we also have Alzheimer's moments, okay? Well, I can't think of it.
Mikhail something?
Oh, okay. No, that's not it.
Rent the movie, you'll find out.
Okay, his name means rabbit in Russian. I'm drawing a blank on it. It'll come to me in a minute. But, oh, Vasily Zaitsev.
Okay. That rang a bell. The light just come down on you.
I knew, yes, it would. I knew it would come. Well, I was inspired by the boss,
Okay.
Comrade Stalin.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are the qualifications to join your unit?
Well, you have to be breathing. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. 18 years of age or older. We're mainly an association of people who are historians or historically minded. We consider ourselves actors. That's important. Reenactors are actors. We don't have any political affiliations with any communist or socialist party. In fact, I would say most of us are probably Republicans, for whatever that's worth. But we have no political qualifications whatsoever. Basically, it just has to be somebody who can. There's no age limit particularly, except you have to be 18 or over. And somebody who's willing to participate in a hobby that's partly sport, because there is some moving around in it too, reenacting battles and so forth. So it should be somebody who's in reasonable physical fitness.
Now, you do a lot of running around, you're shooting guns, you're falling, these reenactors.
Yes.
Is there insurance required? Because, you know, does your unit have insurance or require you to have insurance in case you get hurt? Because, you know.
No, our unit has no particular insurance. In fact, we don't even collect dues. It's a loose association of friends. That's all we are. And you play at your own risk. That's basically it.
And how many of these reenactments you do a year?
It varies because a lot of them are widely scattered. So some of our people get to one of them, some of them get to another one. This is the biggest one of the year. So we've got most of our people here this time. But our membership even is a little bit loose, but I would say we've got about 25 people maybe altogether. And, some of our people are, well, I'm from Indiana myself. We've got a lot of people from Illinois, of course. We have people in Ohio and Wisconsin, I believe. So it's just whoever we can find who's interested in playing with us, okay? And of course we want people who play well with others. That's an important thing. It has to be people with a good attitude and so forth.
Your uniforms, where do you acquire your uniforms?
Well, I got my uniform basically came from an organization called Trident, who ships things from Eastern Europe. Okay? That's not such a well-known source of uniforms any longer. Some of our people have been able to order things directly from Europe, but I haven't ordered anything for a long time, so I can't really give you any specifics about that. But most of our leather stuff is original. Of course, the fabric has to be, it's like reproductions, authentic reproductions.
Any relation to Yakov Smirnoff, the vodka?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Now, I was told that the Russian soldiers had vodka rations.
Yes, they did. Yeah, they had little vials, or I don't know what you'd call them exactly, but these were shipped to the soldiers like a shot per day.
A shot per day.
Yeah, whenever possible. That's right. I've never seen the original container though, so I don't really know too much about that. We do a lot of research, by the way, too. We're readers. We're constantly trying to find out more information.
I heard a rumor when the Russians went into Berlin, they were peasants, right? The peasants.
The Red Army of Workers and Peasants.
Now these people that went into Germany were a lot of peasants that were uneducated. When they got into Germany, they never saw a flush toilet. So now listen, this one guy told that they were actually using the flush toilets to clean their potatoes.
Okay, that is a standing joke in our unit.
Yeah.
Yes, we're familiar with that. They thought they were potato washers.
They thought they were toilet full of potato washers.
Well, and why not? I mean, I'm sure they worked just fine to clean potatoes. All right. And now I've heard too that it is a little hard to believe that some of the really backward Russian soldiers, peasant soldiers, would see light bulbs and take them out, and take them with them, thinking they could stick them in anywhere and get light, or pull out spigots and take it with them so they could have a supply of water. Now that's what they tell me. I can't vouch for whether that's true or not.